Hey, what's up everybody, Mike back with another video. The H96-P DLP projector was a highly requested one. I've got one here for you guys to check out. Let's get on with it. As always, links are in the video description if you want to go check it out, and you can find it on the Tech 404 Amazon page. So guys, as far as the retail packaging, comes in a black box with gold writing. Now there's two variations of this projector. The first version has 1 gig of RAM and 8 gigs of internal storage. The second version has 2 gigs of RAM and it has 16 gigs of internal storage, which is the one that we're taking a look at. I'll link them both in the video description. Now another cool feature, the remote control that came with this projector had like a USB input, so you're not relying on the infrared signal, and because they've been absolute crap, but I've got high hopes for this remote control. We'll see if this thing delivers. Also, we get the dust bag carrying thing made out of nylon, drawstring thing, which is a nice little touch. We also get the power adapter again. This is the European version, but it is a 5-volt DC power plug. A HDMI cable is also included, and a crappy little instruction manual. Switching it up here, they actually include a flexible foam tripod as opposed to the typical metal ones which keep breaking on me. And again, just like the P8i projector, this thing has a full touch control interface on the top of the projector, again with the full selection of keys including return, submenu, OK and directional keys. The top of the projector also has an anti-fingerprint coating, which is a nice touch. I don't feel like I actually say this enough. One of the biggest selling points of a DLP projector is the actual form factor. This thing is no bigger than the current Galaxy Note. So far this projector has an air of quality about it. Along the front of the projector you can see the lens, there's some speakers, and there's two cutouts, what I would assume for heat dissipation. Now along the left side of the projector you can see a micro SD card slot with a capacity size of 64 gigabytes. Next to that you can see a small little hole which is a reset switch. If anything should happen to go wrong, press and hold it for 10 seconds. Now after digging through the specs a little bit more, I know that inside the guts of this thing is an Amlogic S95, which is a quad core. It's got the 2 gigs of RAM, so it's enough to actually run Kodi. They say it goes up to 300 inches. I would recommend that you go from about 120 to 150 max at a distance of about 3 meters. As far as the rear of the projector is concerned, there is a lonely single 3.5mm headphone input, so if you're one of those people that despises Bluetooth audio, especially when you're watching a movie, then just plug in your favourite pair of headphones and enjoy. Flipping over to the bottom of the projector you can see there is a rubberized textured coating, and it does have the 1/4 inch thread, and it has this flick out kickstand which is again rubberized for good measure. So I think we've covered pretty much everything. As far as port selection, HDMI full-size DC 5V power supply, 2 USB 2.0 ports and a dedicated physical power on and off button. It's a little chrome button, it is plastic, I can't actually tell. It might be metal but it feels pretty solid. So I guess we haven't got anything else to talk about other than let's fire this thing up and check out the menu and see how good this projector really is. It does have 4K support, not native. No, before you guys start moaning. I'm not saying it's 4K, but it will actually downsample it to its native 480p resolution, but it is capable of playing 4K files. So just to show you guys exactly what the setup looks like, I've used the same setup as the P8i projector. Here's the screen size, 67 and a bit inches, exactly the same. I haven't changed anything, so it's fair. Now in the future I'll be using a noise level, I'll be using a light meter, and we're going to be testing the heat a little bit more accurately because we're testing a lot more, so I can give you guys a lot better feedback. So before we talk about the image, just take a look at this. So this is a plug-in USB remote control, and look at the speed of it. A lot of you complain about how crap the remote control is on most of these projectors. Not this one. This is fantastic. So as far as the setup process, it will connect to my 5G networks. Pretty simple. The menu looks nice and it's laid out beautifully. You can actually adjust the screen position and the keystone correction. You can zoom in and out as well, like I will show you. Let me just press this. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but the image is zooming in because I've lost the battery bar at the top. Now while I just talk about the battery bar quickly, for those of you that are going to ask the question, can you actually watch a movie while you're charging? As you can see from the top corner, it is charging right now, so yes. So movie experience, if it's plugged in by DC, can charge and play at the same time. Auto keystone correction on this projector is absolutely amazing, and I've never had to use any of these screen functions that you can see, and there's plenty of things you can actually do with it, as you can see from the menu option. Just looking inside the menu, you can see there is just under 11 gigs of available storage space. It's got the 2 gigs of RAM and it is 16 gigs, but that you got to take away the OS on top of that. So yeah, everything looks pretty good. Input lag and response rate while playing a game. I've got this hooked up to the Xbox, and you know what, it's been a really nice experience. Out of any projectors I've tested out of China, this is by far the sharpest and most responsive gaming experience I've had. So I apologise about the camera and the grainy blacks around it, but I will have that rectified hopefully by tomorrow. So yeah, great performance. Now again, just touching on the colours, as far as vibrancy is concerned, this is the most vibrant image that I've actually seen. And you know what, and the whole operation so far has been really smooth. I've genuinely got nothing to complain about. Now yes, the price is a little bit higher for this 2 gig of RAM. I think there's about a £30–40 difference, but if it was me, I'd save up and pay the extra bit of money. And one other thing, this thing has got a better contrast ratio as well than any other projectors that I've actually tested on the channel. I'm not talking about the VivaBright GP100, that's totally different, you know, but that one has an astonishing colour. Now if you look at this image, now this was recorded, that little eye scene was recorded with my 50mm Yongnuo prime lens, and it just looked absolutely mesmerisingly good. I was standing at a distance of about 1.5 metres away, and if you look at this image again, the detail is... it's astonishingly good. So I'm just going to shut up, so enjoy the rest of the video clips. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And if you got any questions, again, as usual, drop them down below. So guys, thank you for watching. That was the H96-P DLP projector. Without a shadow of a doubt, out of everything I've had on the channel, the best display, the best colours, the best contrast ratio, and you know what, the overall build quality of this thing again was absolutely fantastic. From the touch control keys that actually worked to the remote control that was just amazing. The whole durability of like materials used again was absolutely fantastic. If you've got any questions, then as always leave them in the comment section. Until next time, my name is Mike, this is Tech404. Hope you enjoyed the video, leave a like and I'll catch you next time.